Tesla Model Y and Model 3 versus the competition, according to Kelley Blue Book. Yes, this Forbes article is quite a doozy. Let's break it down. I'm Brian. Welcome to Futuraza. So you may notice that I'm coming to you solo this time. Yes, of course, because I still know how to do videos by myself, but let's get into it. And please stay tuned until the end because I've got some announcements and whatnot that will be forthcoming. Here we go. Model Y and 3 versus the competition on the good old site Torbs. You know, founded by Steve Torbs. Anybody remember that joke? Because the video is not available online anywhere I can find it. Tesla is still by far the electric brand of choice in the US, but alternatives are gaining, albeit in small increments. I asked Kelley Blue Book, what the heck? And so let's look at the latest market share. Now, this is exciting. It's so exciting, you guys. Ford sold 44,000, which is a 71% jump, 72. Hyundai's up 34%. Kia doubled from last year. BMW up 38%. Cadillac up 465%. I mean, come on. Toyota up 158% and Lexus up a whopping 400%. Yeah, so these big ones you see, these 400%, that's when you go from selling no cars to selling a few cars. 5,000. You guys, that's like 10 a week, maybe 11, barely. That's not good numbers. 11 a week. 11 a week. No, I guess that'd be 100 a week. Yeah, 100 a week, still not great. For the record, Tesla sold 300,000, a 9.6% drop from last year. And of course, Model Y, lion's share of it. Model 3, a bear cub. I guess it'd be a lion cub too. It's fine. So let's look at the Model Y alternatives. In terms of a popular alternative, the best-selling non-EV was the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Similar in size, price, and performance. Similar. Yes, I know people who absolutely love that car. I've had some experience with it, and it was good. I haven't driven it, but I'm confident it is fine. And Sandy Munro speaks highly of it, though he does have ties to Ford. You know, take that with a grain of salt. Hyundai Ioniq 5 may be the best in its class. Okay, it has a slick, spacious interior and a decent range, over 300 miles. Another model is the Buzzforks, which is, most pardon me, not a good competitor. It's not. I know I've had some comments, some very sincere comments. So I made a video talking about how some publication in the UK, The Express, was saying, here's 3 reasons it might be better than the Tesla, and they provided garbage. So I made a video along with Mark from the Tesla Life explaining how it could actually be the right car to choose, specifically over a Tesla. And I did get some comments saying, well, here's some reasons I think. You know, I don't want all-wheel drive. I want front-wheel drive. I'm in Canada. I need the ground clearance for the snow, all that. Fine. And the incentives are different in Canada. Great. If it works for you, by all means, get it. New arrivals, Blazer and Equinox. So this is why GM's numbers would be up. But does that mean that they're actually direct competitors or competitors at all? Tough to say. They're still very new. And I have seen anecdotal reports of customers with problems with these vehicles. Doesn't mean they're actually problems. Well, I believe the problems reported are real, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a trend. The Blazer is pricier, larger, and more spacious than the Equinox. Manages things well, including efficiency, 324 miles to the kilowatt hour. That's fine. It's not like record-breaking. It's not great, but 324 miles, range, total range. Well, that's not efficiency. That's not a measure of efficiency. That's a measure of how big the battery is. Up to 557 horsepower is very exciting. But electric motors, you can get the horsepower out. It's wonderful. And it does have Super Cruise, which is a pretty good driver assist feature. If you're looking at a car, my friends, please believe me when I tell you, you want the driver assist. I know Toyota has my friend just bought one. He loves the driver assist. It changed his life. And of course, every Tesla comes with driver assist, autopilot for free, FSD should you choose to purchase or subscribe. It changes road trips. It changes long drives. It changes traffic jams. Gotta do it. Model 3 versus competition. The electric sedan segment isn't quite as large, but it should grow in coming years, according to this degen. So yeah, I don't know if that's true. It seems to be a less popular segment in the US. They've got the Ioniq 6, all that good stuff. So I was concerned seeing this, that maybe Brooke Crothers is not a stand-up reporter, but this article felt pretty balanced. So I went and looked, and I spelled it wrong, but they still got it. On the fence about that Model Y, public charging just works. It just generally works. The one we just read, plug and pray, is a watchword at Electrify America chargers. That's pretty negative to Electrify America. Cybertruck rockets to the top of price segment. These are overwhelmingly positive stories from Mr. Crothers. I am inclined to believe that this is not a hit piece. It's just looking at the reality that there are other vehicles on the market, and some people are going to want them for various reasons. In the Midwest, I think a lot of brand loyalty goes to the big three. That would be Ford and GM. Stellantis will get there eventually. There are incentives on plug-ins for some reason. Plug-in hybrids, that is. And even non-plug-ins, I believe. That's weird. You can build 5 to 7 plug-in hybrids with the amount of battery that you put in one BEV. The sourcing requirements are sufficiently strict that a lot of manufacturers are going to take that opportunity to get more units out with the incentives. I'd like to see these trends continue, but we know that Ford is backing down a bit. GM is definitely down on their ambitions. BMW is doing quite well. Their 38% increase. I mean, it's still 25,000. That's less than 1,000. That's 500 a week, even less. But they are at something like, I think they're well into the double digits for EVs in Europe, because they know the EV ban is coming to Europe in not that many years, 10, 11 years, 10 model years, really. So they got to get on it, and they are doing that. And those models will carry over to the US because the safety standards are reasonably the same. The blinkers are different requirements, but they are backwards compatible. So your European blinkers still work in the US, where the US ones do not. We allow red blinkers, and most countries demand that those be amber. And I don't even know amber, so I'll have to figure that out. So, couple announcements, you guys. Couple announcements. Let's go back to big screen. Big Face Brian, howdy. Couple announcements. I will be going to the big X Light Shows event in Nevada, in Las Vegas, at the end of October. It's not the Halloween weekend, but the weekend before that, because as you guys know, Halloween is a big deal around my house. So that'll be fun. I will be going there for that. I managed to get a screaming deal on my miles. I only paid 8,400 miles to buy the ticket, round trip. 8,400 miles. That's crazy. I almost got that many just from going to the X takeover in Europe. What else? Yes, I will be shortly releasing a state of the channel video for my patrons, and my patrons would be on Patreon, on X as subscribers, and on YouTube as channel members. That will be coming out before too long. It may already be up by the time you see this. So then we've got the last big announcement. Yes, I am going to be tracking Reno. I am going to be counting squares and telling you the date that it will be complete, as well as a range inside and outside to determine it. This is takes about 40 hours to make a model like this. And I'm only about 12 hours in right now. And I might be able to get it done in 30. But there's a lot of work that goes into it, building the graphics, getting it all up and running. So I thank you guys for your support on that. These take an outrageous amount of time to make and track and update and edit and all that, where videos like this are a lot easier. So it makes it kind of hard to justify, but I must justify, because without you guys, this is the hard work that makes the channel what it is. And again, I'm kind of counting them in my head anyway, but I have to actually put it into the spreadsheet, make it really happen. So what did I miss? What did I misunderstand? Stay tuned and juicy and all that good stuff. And I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots on the Flippity Flop.